Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to unpack the incredibly emotional final episode of Affair. It all starts with Juan, standing by the sea, tears running down her face. She's got a new tattoo of Gemini, symbolizing the twins, and in this moment, she's drowning in the pain of missing Plang. Slowly, she walks into the water, and just when it feels like all hope is lost, Plang shows up. She's frantic, thinking Juan's about to end it all. She rushes in, grabs her, but Juan fights back, torn apart by the belief that Plang only sees her as a sibling. But here's the thing, Plang doesn't care about that anymore. She's desperate, begging Juan to just stop and listen. And when she sees the tattoo on Juan's body, it's like a wave of shock and relief hits her all at once. Then comes the line that gets me every time. If the test had shown we were really sisters, I wouldn't be here right now, Juan says, her voice breaking. Plang's heart pounds as she steps closer. I don't care what the test says. You could be my sibling or not. I love you because you are Juan, because you're everything to me. In that raw moment, Plang confesses her love, revealing that when Juan's letter seemed like a final goodbye, she was terrified. Do you know how close I came to losing hope, to giving up on life? I thought of ending it all, but your face saved me. I knew if I was gone, it would hurt you too much. Plang breaks down, confessing how she stayed alive for Juan's sake, even when it felt impossible. You said you'd die. How do you think that made me feel? Juan's guilt is palpable, as she admits she thought about it, but knew it would destroy Plang. The truth hits them both hard. Plang couldn't live without her. I only have you, she declares, her voice trembling. If you're gone, I'm gone. I love you, for everything that makes you. As emotions overflow, Plang's words pour out in a ramble, until Juan finally tells her to stop. But Plang can't hold back her smile as she whispers, "You're my dream. Always have been." Juan hugs her tightly, crying openly, while Plang laughs in disbelief. It's clear now, Juan says, between sobs, "You've always been my dream too." The two cling to each other, overwhelmed by the love they've held onto for so long. Juan, finally realizing the depth of Plang's feelings, makes a decision. She has to break free from Eek, legally and emotionally. In a powerful moment, she visits Eek in the hospital to ask for a divorce, bringing their story full circle. Eek's eyes fill with tears, but Juan's resolve is unshakable. As Juan faces Eek in the hospital, she tries to end things with compassion, telling him, "I don't want you to suffer anymore." She reflects on their long and difficult journey, seeing how his life has unraveled because he held on to hope for her. Despite the pain in her words, she knows this is the only way forward. Eek's tears fall as he listens, realizing that Juan's heart is fully with someone else. "I'll grant your divorce," he finally says, and with that, Juan leaves without a glance back. The final chapter of their relationship unfolds at the district office, where they officially sign the divorce papers. Eek remains silent about the real reason for the split, too embarrassed to admit that his wife left him for another woman. Once the divorce is finalized, a deep sense of loss washes over him. He thinks Juan has been cruel, that she should feel some guilt for the mess his life became. But Juan takes responsibility for her choices, acknowledging that Eek's scars, both physical and emotional, will forever remind him of the love that fell apart. "Let's call it even," Juan tells him. "You had someone first. I never hated you." When Eek asks if she ever had any real feelings for him, Juan's answer is clear yet devastating. "It's not that I didn't feel anything for you. It's just that I felt nothing at all." The weight of those words closes the chapter on their marriage. Juan walks out, feeling a sense of relief and freedom she hadn't felt in years. She heads straight to Plang, who is lost in the melodies of her electric piano, waiting. Plang greets her with visible relief, but is still burdened with guilt over being the reason for Juan's divorce. Juan, however, reassures her, "You don't need to worry about that anymore. I'm free. We can finally be together, openly." With a sense of vulnerability, Juan opens up about everything she had kept hidden, including how she only agreed to marry Eek because it gave her a chance to stay close to Plang. She reveals that Eek even hurt himself because of Plang's return, but Plang insists she isn't going anywhere now. She's content focusing on her music, especially now that she's composing for a drama. But Juan doesn't want to talk about work. Instead, she teases Plang, urging her to step away from the piano and playfully wrestle with her instead. Plang, unable to resist, leans in and kisses Juan tenderly, the tension between them turning into something deeper, more intimate. As they share these moments, Plang realizes just how much Juan's passion ignites her, how Juan's desires, her quirks, and the way she looks at her are so uniquely theirs. Their love feels electric, raw, and unbreakable. In the quiet aftermath, Plang finishes the song she had been composing for Juan. To Plang's surprise, Earth, who had been eager to promote her music, contacts her again. Though Plang never planned to sell the song, Juan encourages her to share it with the world. After all, it was written for her, and seeing it reach others would be like sharing their love story with everyone. Plang agrees, and soon the song becomes the soundtrack of a drama, gaining attention just as Juan had hoped. Life feels full of possibility. One morning, as Plang jokes about Juan being late for work, she playfully teases, "Are you going to wrestle me again?" Their laughter fills the room as they exchange sweet words, both knowing they've found something extraordinary in each other. "You're the greatest thing in my life," Plang says, her voice full of love. Won smiles, replying softly, "And you're the greatest for me too." Their mornings are filled with love, teasing, and joy, two souls finally free to be with each other, without fear or hiding. Before heading to the hospital, Won leans in to kiss Plang on the cheek, but Plang pulls her closer, capturing her lips in a kiss that eases the longing they both feel. Won's heart swells with happiness, knowing that her life, once filled with uncertainty, is now anchored by Plang's love. This feeling of fulfillment is a stark contrast to the days when she would wait, desperately hoping to see Plang again. It's this love that inspires Won to excel as a doctor, all because she wants to make Plang proud. However, things take a turn when Won receives a video sent to her by someone. The clip shows Plang passionately playing the piano alongside Earth at Eek's hotel. A wave of jealousy crashes over her, turning her initial happiness into frustration. Curious and suspicious, Won calls Plang, who casually mentions she's out with her old high school friends, a group who used to play in a band together. Teasingly, Plang jokes about playing love songs with Won, and sensing Won's amusement, she adds that she misses her, a line that never fails to melt Won's heart. Plang promises to come see her soon, but as the hours pass, Plang doesn't show up, leaving Won feeling neglected. When she finally calls again, it's Earth who answers, saying Plang is too drunk to speak. Won demands he bring her home immediately. When they arrive, Plang is intoxicated, stumbling as she shouts, "Dr. Won." She hugs Won tightly, showering her with sloppy kisses right in front of Earth, leaving him startled. But to Won, this public display of affection is nothing new. As Plang thanks Earth and hugs him as a colleague, jealousy gnaws at Won again. She takes Plang inside to rest, her mind swirling with doubt. The next morning, Won is still sulking. Her jealousy has gotten the best of her, and she accuses Plang of being too close to Earth, even bringing up Plang's past relationship with Ta. Plang, sensing Won's insecurity, snaps back, "You were married to a man. I didn't say anything then, so don't be childish now." Won responds, "I'm not being childish. I just want you to care about my feelings." But Plang is fed up with the accusations, retorting, "Fine. I'll act like that then. What's wrong with it?" Won can't shake the feeling that Earth's interest in Plang goes beyond friendship, and it drives her to take action. She wants to remind Plang that she's not an option to be overlooked. So when a message pops up from an old fling saying, "I'm in Bangkok today, want to meet up?" Won sees an opportunity to turn the tables. She arranges to meet her at a popular coffee shop, knowing Plang will notice. Throughout their meeting, Plang floods Won's phone with apologies and declarations of love, misinterpreting Won's meeting as a rendezvous with an ex-girlfriend. When Won's old fling drops her off at the condo, Plang, now seething with jealousy, immediately confronts her, telling her, "Whoever's girlfriend that is, you need to take care of her. You should leave now." Plang pulls Won away, dragging her upstairs in a fit of jealousy. Plang knows Won is clever, using this meeting to get back at her, but instead of an argument, Plang decides to punish Won, channeling her jealousy into a night of passionate intensity, refusing to let her rest. Won, exhausted and overwhelmed, thinks it would have been easier if they'd just fought. Determined to move on from her past, Won makes a decision. She packs her things and leaves the condo she once shared with Yi, searching for a new place closer to the hospital. Won can no longer bike to work like she used to because her new place is farther than before, so she finally has to buy a car and just recently learned how to drive. Wanting to sever all ties with her old life, Won returns the condo to Eek's family, even though it's in her name. This, she hopes, is the final step toward a future where she and Plang can truly be together, without the weight of the past hanging over them. Every week, if there's a holiday or a free day, Plang insists that Won have at least one meal with her mother. Otherwise, Won would keep making excuses, still upset with her family, which would affect her song. And Y was initially against Plang and Won's relationship, even with all the logical explanations. And Y firmly believed that Won was What's daughter, and it took her a long time to accept the truth. It's harder for older generations to change their thinking, even after going through difficulties. But Aunt Y and Won are the last family Plang has left. If they don't love each other, who will they love? Won, at first, didn't want to reconnect with her mother, but Plang became the bridge between them. Slowly, they forgave each other, and the tension and pent-up emotions finally melted away. Plang realized Aunt Y didn't truly dislike her, but was struggling to accept Won as her child and seeing them grow closer. Plang had received more affection than any mother would feel comfortable with, but she believed that what mattered most was being together in the present, leaving the past behind. Just after returning from the hospital, Won rushes into the house, guilt-ridden as she sees Plang and her mother waiting for her. Plang gives Won a pout, upset that she's late, especially on such an important day. Won sits beside Plang, explaining her delay, saying she's still getting used to driving and nearly crashed into a van on the way. As Won glances at the clock, waiting for something, she teases Plang playfully, making her laugh loudly. And Y, sitting nearby, waves them to quiet down, more excited than anyone else. The three of them, and Y, Plang, and Won, sit together in front of the TV, something they don't often do since they usually stream shows online. But today is special. The drama they're watching features the theme song written and sung by Plang, and it's about to be broadcast nationwide. Won turns to Plang and asks, "Are you excited?" Plang nods, feeling a mix of nerves and excitement. "Do you think people will like the song?" she asks. Won smiles confidently, "Of course, I like it." Plang laughs, "You like everything I do." Won admits it. "That's true. I like everything about you." Won gently traces her fingers across Plang's palm, teasing her softly. Plang smirks, knowing Won's intentions. Won jokes, "If I don't do this with you, who else would I do it with?" Plang reminds her, "Your mom's right here." The drama's starting. Embarrassed, she pulls her hand away, focusing on the screen as the title sequence begins. As the theme song starts, Won squeezes Plang's hand, unable to contain her excitement. Even though she's heard the song before, it feels different hearing it now, knowing Plang composed it. Plang watches eagerly for her name to appear in the credits as both the songwriter and performer. Earth helped with the arrangement, but nearly 90% of the song is her own creation. Plang looks over at Won, who is emotional, and chuckles softly. "Are you crying?" she asks, patting Won's head. "It's such a beautiful song," Won replies, wiping away tears. Plang grins, "It has to be. I wrote it for you." Won insists, "If it becomes popular and you get interviewed, promise me you'll say you wrote it for me." Won squeezes Plang's hand tighter, offering encouragement. They share a moment of silent eye contact, both thinking today is a great day for Plang. She has her family back together, and her song is on television. They both agree that this is indeed a wonderful day. Even if bad things happen in the future, they aren't afraid. They will get through it together. Won teasingly asks, "What's the name of this song?" "I didn't catch it." Plang glances at Won knowingly. She knows Won is fully aware of the song's name but enjoys teasing her. Plang feels shy every time Won asks for the name of her song, staring into Won's eyes, wanting to hear it over and over. Finally, she says, "The song is called Your Song." Won asks again, "Just that?" Won, always wanting more, never gets bored of hearing it repeated. Plang glances at Aunt Y and whispers to Won, not wanting to be too obvious, saying, "It's yours, it belongs to you." Won asks once more, "What did you say?" Plang bites her lip, feeling both shy and a bit annoyed because Won keeps asking her to repeat it, especially in front of Aunt Y. Finally, she says to Aunt Y, "Your song belongs to you. This song was made to express my love for you, okay?" Won beams and replies, "Okay. You're mine. You're my dream, and we'll grow old together." They both don't know what the future holds or what they will face, but they promise to face it together and never let go of each other's hands. They declare their love for one another, both being each other's dreams. Plang looks into Won's eyes and clearly states again, "My dream is you." Then, they share a joyful kiss, promising to love each other forever. And that's it. Everyone Affair has taken us on an unforgettable journey, and what a ride it's been. From the complicated emotions, deep confessions, to the final moments of love and reconciliation, this last episode truly hit all the right notes. Won and Plang's story reminds us that love is messy, but it's worth fighting for, no matter the obstacles. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this emotional series breakdown. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Let me know in the comments how this final episode made you feel, and as always, I can't wait to dive into the next story with you all. Until next time, take care and keep spreading love.